What is both your blessing and your curse?
Oh, my genius. My genius, genius is that state where one has retained a lot of one's childhood. But as well as having retained the spontaneity and the trust and the imagination that I had in childhood, I've also, of course, retained the tantrums, the tempers, the disappointments, the impatience.
I think the blessing is having quite a mobile face, but it's also a curse because I just wanted to be beautiful. I wanted to be a beautiful actress, and the fact that I'm sort of a semi-gurnier, I can pull my face into sort of peculiar positions, sort of has stopped me being taken seriously as an actress. It's made me funnier, but it's been a sort of curse as well.
I think the majority of things in my life are pretty split. I'm aware of a perpetual duality. I don't really, it's just what I've got. It's my lot in life. I have to make the most of it.
I suppose in a way you could say that I'm my own worst enemy, but on the other hand, I feel very happy to be me. I'm certainly not a religious person, but I believe in a way there's a force, and I just feel I'm just happy to be me. But God help if there were many more people around like me. God help the world.
When I go to bed, I say, thank you for a good day. Keep me safe till the morning, that's all. And I always say, thank God for making me better if I'm sick. Or I say, please make anybody else that's sick. That's my blessings. But a curse, no. What is a curse? You tell me what a curse is.
Oh, the body is always a curse, especially when you get to over 30. What you think your body is and what it actually is. It's a blessing that I can walk and do all that kind of thing. But I don't need cellulite to walk, so I don't really see the point of that.
I guess being quite sensitive, in a way it's really good because, you can pick up on things, but then things hurt you more than they do if you weren't so sensitive, so it's sort of like a blessing and a curse.
I think probably my friends, because they're brilliant and I love having them around, but I just think I might be too dependent on them.
I'm quite patient, and I suppose it could be my curse as well, because my patience can sometimes kind of lapse into being maybe kind of too lethargic sometimes, not having enough kind of get up and go with some things.
Is there a connection between sex and death?
Jean Genet, and I've quoted him frequently, talks about the point of orgasm being like the angel of death holding the razor against your throat. I think that the orgasm brings us very close to the point of death. But that orgasm for me is not only sexual, it's extremely emotional. There are the moments when I'm on the stage also, not when I come, but when when I stop time, when I'm balanced on a good night between life and death.
Well, there's definitely a connection between bad sex and death. Oh my goodness. That was very symbolic, wasn't it? Good sex is all about rebirth, isn't it? So Bad sex is death and good sex is life. But good sex can sometimes kill you, so I don't know.
Oh, blimey, is there a connection? Well, there is, especially if you sort of like peg out on the job. There's a definite connection between sex and death. And what a way to go. In some respects, no, because you're most alive when you're having sex, although there's that sort of slight limbo-ness that you sort of lose reality and all that kind of thing. I've never had a near-death experience. I've had a few near-sex experiences that I've managed to get out of. Sex and death, I suppose they're ultimates, aren't they?
Sex is how you come into this world, and death is how you go out of it. So there is a connection, but it's just they're like sort of opposites, but they're connected in that sort of way.
Until you experience death, I don't suppose you really know for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, but I'd say they are connected.
I'm not worried about death, you know. I'm not frightened of death, you know. I can honestly say I don't actually give it very much thought. I'm so busy doing what I do, I don't honestly think of that at all.
Death can be as beautiful as life in a way. I mean, you can look at some dead flowers and they can look quite incredible, and even more incredible sometimes than they are when they're alive. So they can be similar in some ways, beauty and death.
I mean, it's all part of the cycle of life. I mean, sex, birth, death, money, love are the only sort of common things we all have that link each other. I mean, they're the only common experiences we have.
Shall I tell you something? My husband had a brain operation. I had no sex from the age of 52. Sex doesn't worry me in the least. We lived like brother and sister. If you're a queer, if you're a prostitute, it don't matter what you was, it didn't matter to you. I took you on face value.
Sex is the engine of the dance. It's the dancer's engine. Once I was at a lecture of Martha Graham, and some rather respectable blue-rinsed lady in the audience said, "Oh, but Miss Graham, where does it come from?" "Here," she said, you know, slapping her kind of pussy.
Do you believe in magic? Believe in magic? Believe in magic? Believe in magic?
Definitely not. And if you ask me about that little man that comes on there, no. My son used to do magic. He started to join the magic circle, but he never kept it up because it was all fraud.
Do I believe in magic? Very much so. But I also believe magic is something you shouldn't really talk about.
I believe in miracles. I don't know about magic.
It's magic, isn't it? It's like miracles that got her. I think, you know, Jagger and my other pal are still rocking and rolling after all these years.
I'm a believer in fate, and sometimes things like if I've got a project on, things will transpire that make me think, oh yeah, I'm meant to do that.
I don't know how it happens or how it works, but I think it probably does exist, yeah.
Magical moments I believe in, yes, and I believe in magic in the sense that I believe that there is something outside of the factual world.
I believe strongly in the sort of creative visualization that if you work at something that you want really badly, you know, I think it can happen.
It's almost ludicrous not to, in a way, because life wouldn't be exciting. You wouldn't have any hopes or any dreams if you didn't believe in a kind of magic. And it's half of the kind of thing which I want to try and get in my work. The kind of magic is to imbue the paintings with something which you can't really explain, but it's there, and you know it's there.
I believe in magic because I use it constantly in my daily life, and particularly in my theatrical life, where I transform not only myself and my company, but also the public into other things. Into things that don't sit there eating peanuts, but things that fly when they leave the theatre.
3 wishes. 3 wishes. 3 wishes. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Well, if I had 3 wishes, certainly I want to have St John Street up and running. And we are going to have it up and running, so I want that dot. I've got the space, I've got my programme organised from 1998, and Jonathan and I are directors, so we've got that all organised, so I just want to have that money so we can get going.
Oh, well, I wish I wasn't so attracted to alcohol, for one thing. Well, I wish I was like a kind of, half my age. Because youth, for a dancer, is essential.
My first wish would be to have Technics, which are DJ turntables, which I can't afford.
I'd like lots of money, so I could do whatever I wanted and I wouldn't have to worry about how I was going to pay for it or how I was going to sort it out.
To end wars and to unify people a bit more as a whole. And that wish would, I only need one wish really.
I wish that we could all love each other. That would be a fabulous world. A fabulous do.
The only thing that really sort of affects my life totally to my marrow is my daughter. So it would be her health and happiness. I know, real cliche stuff, real hello magazine answer, but without her health and happiness, I couldn't function.
I've got no ambition in life. I don't want to be bigger than I am. I don't want to be richer. If I had money now, I'd give it to somebody that wanted a serious operation or something like that. I would not want to change 1 minute of my life.
And what is the third dream? Oh, God. Yeah, I suppose the third dream is that once I get my space and up and running, I don't drop dead immediately.
Well, to be honest with you, I've got a friend who's in a coma. I wish he'd come out of a coma, but I don't think he will. I wish that person would shut up, and I wish Chelsea would beat West Ham.
I'd like to know what would make me happy, what sort of thing I'd like to do with my life, so I could have a focus and pursue it. I'd like that. I'd like someone to come down with a flashlight and go, this is what you want to do. And I'll go, oh yeah, I do.
And I want to live till I'm 98, just to be a hideous old bitch.
Always to have enough, to live on. Always never to be like really poor and, not to be rich, just to be able to live on. And my third wish that all my family's fine and everything always goes okay.
I don't mind not being happy. I quite like a bit of self-indulgent miz. I think it's quite good. A bit of self-pity. Roll around that for a while.
How do you feel about the words power and control?
Well, they're two words that make me feel very uneasy. Well, that's my first reaction. But of course, both are essential.
Power and control are good words. I look for power and control in everything.
I'm certainly in control of my own life. I don't mind being in control of myself, but I don't like the word control at all, really.
Well, power, I guess if you have too much, it can really affect you, but everyone's got a little bit of power, but it's if you have too much, it can take over. Control, I guess. I don't know. Control is pretty much the same as power. It's just like you want to. If you really want to control everything, then it's not good. But if you've got a little bit of control over your life, then that's good.
It's great in the right hands, the power to actually give people kind of equality and kind of a better way of living their lives. But power in the wrong hands is the worst thing in the world, in a way.
Power in its positive sense, of course, you know, like the power of God. This is a divine power. Power in the hands of tyrants is less attractive, isn't it? Horrible. No, that's why I cringed, actually, at the word both power and certainly control, which are very little. You know, it's like the bane of my existence. It's kind of having to control myself both as a dancer and as a mature lover.
I mean, certainly I'm not a textbook person. I've never gone by the book. I could say the rule in my life is to disobey.
You know, I'm quite capable of being in control and powerful in my own life, but I don't want to do it for anyone else particularly. You know, I actually want some looking after. That's why I look for the powerful man or the man that's got some control. I don't want to be mummy to a bloke. Couldn't be doing with that. No way.
Don't have a lot of feelings on the words power and control. I'm not that ambitious.
I think when you're an artist, you want to have some kind of power because you want to open people's minds up to your way of seeing things, and that's kind of power.
They're the words used by people who don't have either, or crave them, or put them up. I don't know. They're not words which that turn me on anymore, really. I mean, when I was younger, I thought I'd be Prime Minister.
I used to have a huge thing for Gorbachev when he was in power, because it was that combination of he was like a really important bloke. He kind of seemed like he knew, and he had that fantastic birthmark. Oh, you can't get better than that.
Tell me of a dream you've had.
I used to have a recurring dream about a black. Someone doesn't want me to talk. About this black water lapping up on a black sands, and I interpreted it at the time as being somewhere that I should go, and I sort of worked out that it was a dream about Iceland, and I went to Iceland and was you know, it changed my life. So I can't be that cynical about dreams, and I think your brain definitely gives you clues, and you have to be smart enough to interpret them.
Oh, I dream, you know, that my cocaine is being kind of blown away. Last night I dreamt that there was a little envelope that someone had put through the letterbox. I just went to pick it up and it blew away. I dream that my life, my success sometimes is being blown away. Sand. I dream all the actors' dreams of failure. You know, the sinking, and all the usual kind of dreams of disaster, despair, doom.
I have sort of anxiety dreams. I have all the cliche dreams. You think, oh, come on, you must have a bit more imagination than that. You know, I have dreams when my teeth turn to mush, and falling dreams, lots of those, which are all sort of very self-explanatory. You know, losing it, basically.
A couple of weeks ago, I thought I heard my mother keep calling me. Come on, Nell, get up. Come on, now it's time you got up. Well, sometimes I can imagine, I can hear my... But then I don't think it's subconscious. I don't think that's a dream. I dream more when I'm awake. Not dream, what is he made? I sit there and I say, oh, I might hear a tune. I say, oh, Jack, and I have to stop. Because I'm going back, way, way back in the past. But we used to dance around here. And sometimes I come dancing in here on my own, if there's something on there. Come dancing was on the other night. I was dancing all around the room, on my own.
Phoebe dreams, my 7-year-old dreams, and talks out loud and all that sort of thing. And laughs in her sleep. And all. It's a bit disturbing, actually.
Well, probably the most powerful dream I've ever had was when I was, there was this like marble swimming pool, and there were all dolphins in the swimming pool, and I fell in and I couldn't swim. And then I got saved by the dolphins, and I had that dream when I was really young, but I still remember it.
I do have some sort of quite horny dreams. You know, those dreams that you wake up halfway through and think, oh, I've got to get back to sleep and finish this one off, you know. The scaffolded dream.
Our best days are the days when we've had those rather positive and encouraging kind of dreams that you do spend the night in the arms of the one that you do hope that you might, you know, before very much longer. And I had one of those last night, so of course I arrived today feeling a bit sparkly.
Are you getting what you want from life?
Well, certainly my slogan has always been, I want to do it all, I don't want to miss a thing. And I think when I'm dead it will be, I did it all, I didn't miss a thing, but certainly I do want to do it all, I don't want to miss a thing. I want it all, and I think we can have it all. That's for sure.
I think I'm lucky in the sense that I haven't manoeuvred myself into any particular tight spots or, you know, difficult situations that I can't get out of before I started to realise what I wanted in life. You know, I think a lot of people do that. I think they get themselves tied up and committed before they've really got an idea, and that's why they get so fucked up when they get a little older. So in that sense I've been quite lucky, so that I can adapt my life to the way I feel myself changing.
At the moment, I think, yeah, things are going pretty well because I've really got into doing what I want to do and just being how I want to be. So, yeah, at the moment, things are going pretty well.
But I'm still sort of living at home and working nearby, so I haven't got like going, oh, wow, that's great, you know, all the time. Everything's just the same. So I think I need something to happen, some adventure.
It's up to me what I choose to do with my life. And I feel in control of my life at the moment in terms of what I want to do. So I'd say I'm reasonably happy, yeah.
The only fear is that this is as good as it gets, because I don't want this to be as good as it gets. I want it to get better. There are moments where I sort of can relax and just think, yes, well done, even if it stopped tomorrow. You know, even if something happened that would make me have to give this all up, at least I carried it as far as it went.
Oh, I'm really always very grateful to hit the end of the day. So I do a lot of thanks.
So I've got no regrets in my life at all. I was married at 18, baby at 20, another one at 23, and the last one when I was about 30 odd. No, I wouldn't want to change one bit of my life. I wouldn't. You hear people say, I wish I might have time over again, I'd do this and I'd do that. I sing that song, if I had my life to live over, yes, I would still do the same things again.